Ever since what I like to call the Great Electric Boom, we've seen EVs absolutely everywhere, and one of the biggest winners in that wave has been the e-scooter. They're fast, compact, and surprisingly capable these days, and one brand that keeps popping up in this space is Gotrax. That brings us to the GX3 Off-Road e-scooter, which is easily their fastest and most capable model to date. If Gotrax sounds familiar, that's probably because we've talked about them before. They're a Texas-based company that's been around since 2017, and over the years they've built up a pretty solid following. According to their own numbers, they've served more than 1 million riders and collected over 15,000 third-party reviews, and honestly, that lines up with my experience. I've generally liked what Gotrax offers, especially when you look at what you get for the money. Speaking of money, the GX3 is currently listed at around $1,800, down from about $2,200, and for that price, you're getting some pretty wild numbers. Gotrax claims up to 60 miles of range, a top speed of 38 miles per hour, and a whole list of features that push this thing well beyond a casual commuter scooter. So the big question is whether it actually makes sense for you. The GX3 is designed as an off-road e-scooter, and the biggest reason it can pull that off is the dual motor setup. You get two 1,000-watt motors working together, which is how Gotrax hits that 38 mile per hour top speed. Now, where exactly you'll be riding off-road at those speeds is another conversation, but the power is there when you want it. I do wish Gotrax shared torque figures or hill climbing ratings, because anyone who's taken a scooter off pavement knows how demanding that kind of riding can be. Suspension is the other major piece of the off-road puzzle, and this is one area where the GX3 really stands out. The dual suspension setup not only looks good, it should also deliver real comfort and control once you leave smooth pavement behind. The C-arm style suspension is pretty standard for this class, but it's still nice to see it done properly. Tires also play a huge role in ride comfort, and instead of going with airless tires like so many other brands, Gotrax stuck with classic pneumatic rubber. You're looking at 3-inch wide tires here, which should help soak up bumps and improve grip. I've always preferred pneumatic tires for comfort, even though they're more prone to flats. Airless tires are tougher, sure, but they also send every vibration straight up through the deck, and that gets tiring fast. When it comes to range, Gotrax advertises up to 60 miles on a charge, powered by a 1,250 watt-hour battery. That number is almost certainly based on ideal testing conditions, but even in the real world, something closer to 45 miles seems reasonable depending on how fast you ride and where you take it. One thing Gotrax doesn't mention is charging time, which would have been nice to know. The GX3 does have a folding frame, which is pretty much expected at this point, but don't get the wrong idea about portability. This thing weighs 94 pounds, even with its aluminum construction. If you're carrying it upstairs, you're going to feel it. That weight does help with stability at higher speeds though, so folding is really more about storage than daily carry. My biggest concern with the GX3, and honestly with many scooters like it, is the braking system. It comes with cable-driven brakes, along with motor cutoff and electronic ABS, but cables can fail under stress. On something this fast, that's not ideal. The good news is that upgrading to hydraulic brakes isn't terribly expensive, and it's something I'd seriously consider doing right away. Add in the lighting, the cargo hook for a backpack or groceries, and the thumb throttle, and you've got a pretty complete package. Would I buy it? Personally, yes. The speed and range you're getting for the price are hard to ignore, even if I budget a bit extra for better brakes. Just remember, this is a fast scooter, so proper gear really matters. A full-face helmet, gloves, long sleeves, and maybe even some pads are a smart move. Ride safe, and let me know what you think of the GX3 down in the comments.